So yes, welcome everybody. Thank you for joining me for this group meditation, this group immersion, and really grateful for your shares. I always like to let consciousness guide me in terms of what the group needs in terms of support. And I just really echo the sentiments that a lot of you brought up, which is just this idea of this need to tune back into ourselves and to put boundaries around, our me time. And I think, this is the systemic problem that a lot of us have, society has in general, is just that we don't have enough, boundaries or protection around our self-care. If you're in my company long enough, you'll hear me say the phrase that, self-care is self-preservation. It's not self-indulgence. It should be the thing that is at the top of our lists. But unfortunately, we're in a society that plays that down. We've been in a society where it's just about, we've got to work harder, we've got to work more, we've got to do more. And unfortunately, things like our self-care end up being put down to the bottom of the list, either because, it's seen as not important, or it's seen as, being selfish, that we're putting ourselves first. Whereas, the key to a healthier, happier, more balanced and harmonious world is when we start to put self-care at the very top of our list and prioritize ourselves. And I know it's a cliche phrase, but it is true. You've got to put your own oxygen mask on first before you can help other people. Airlines and airplanes have got it right. We just have to echo that in our society. And hopefully by just doing this and showing up and doing the work for ourselves, we can start to change the conversation, change the narrative, and just help people see. I think the last 2 years certainly has brought the mental health conversation to the forefront now, where we're all just much more able and much more comfortable to be able to talk about what's on our hearts and in our minds. And so I'm very hopeful that the conversation and the structure, around self-care and how it's taught and how it's given is also going to change. But certainly taking a step to giving yourself me time, whether it's in meditation or just walking the dog or whatever, is so important for our mental health. And particularly, I just wanted to touch on a topic that's been coming up in some of my courses that I've been doing this week. And it's just really touching on the importance of doing subconscious work, or being aware of the subconscious versus the conscious, because there is several analogies to help to describe the subconscious and the conscious. But basically, 5% of what we're thinking at a conscious level happens in our conscious mind, but then 95% of who we are actually runs behind the scenes. So we have this kind of supercomputer that's running inside of us, that's running these programs that have been developed over time. Right from when we were very little, we've started to take in information. And our brains are a very clever thing. It will take in information, it will start to make conclusions, draw conclusions, and we'll have these repetitive thought patterns that start to make connections in our minds, to the point where our brains just start to run programs almost automatically. So we have about 90,000 thoughts a day, something like that, between 60 and 90,000 thoughts a day. And a staggering 80% of those thoughts are the same thoughts we had yesterday, and are probably the same thoughts we had the day before that. So we're just running our lives on autopilot. And why I bring this up is really to just say that, if we're not paying attention to what we're thinking or to what's going on in our minds, then we're in sort of danger of just running our lives on autopilot without checking in, without sort of seeing is this actually what I want to be thinking? Is this the life that I want? And what is causing me to think this way? What is causing me to make these conclusions? And so the importance of doing things like meditation and subconscious work, whether you're doing that in a sort of therapeutic setting, is really just starting to tune back into what's going on in our minds, paying attention to these sort of voices, if you will, or these sayings, these stories that we're telling ourselves, and just recognizing and being able to pause and just say, actually, hold on, do I like this story that I'm saying or that's being told to me? Do I want to change the story? Do I want a different outcome? So meditation gives us the empowerment to not only be aware of what we're thinking, but then to choose our response, choose a new response more specifically. So I always say that the gift of silence is the greatest gift that you can ever give to yourself, because initially, if you're new to meditation, A lot of people will say to me that they can't quiet their mind down and they can't shut their brains up. And, that's just endemic or indicative of the fact that you are suddenly sitting down in silence and you're listening to your thoughts again. So it's not that you're having any more thoughts, it's just that you're paying attention to them more. So when we sit down in silence and we just are being here now with ourselves, which can sometimes be challenging, we can start to hear these thoughts more clearly. And that's when we can make a decision to just say, like, well, is that belief true? Do I want to follow my life with that? And we can start to make a plan if we want to change the outlook of our lives. So, Caroline, you mentioned, and a few of us have mentioned that sort of 2021 was maybe not the year we might have liked, and we have the power within us to shift things around and to make different choices for 2022. But the first step really comes with being in touch with ourselves and taking this time to just be in awareness with ourselves, come into communion with ourselves. So the meditation for today is really just about being here now, sort of paying attention to sort of being aware of our monkey mind, being aware of our thoughts, and training ourselves to be aware of our thoughts, but then to let go of them. So all will become clear. And as always, I just encourage you to grab some headphones if you haven't got them already. And if you can, I'm going to as well, just switching off your camera to make sure that the internet connection and the experience is as smooth as it possibly can be. So I'm just going to switch mine off now. So just starting to get yourself ready for meditation, coming into your seated position. I'm just slowly starting to feather your nest. Maybe seeing if you can make yourself perhaps 5 or 10% more comfortable. And as you settle in, just taking a nice, long, slow, deep breath in through the nose. And then let it out through the mouth with a big sigh. Feel your shoulders drop. And again, a nice, long, slow, cleansing breath in through the nose. Feel it filling your belly. And then exhale out the mouth, letting it all go with a sigh. Feeling yourself soften. And one more cleansing breath, just like that. Nice inhale deep into the belly, in through the nose. And then exhale, releasing, letting go. Let the breath out through the mouth with a sigh. Just coming into this moment, coming into your body, just sealing your lips and allowing your breath to just be of its normal rhythm without changing it. What I invite you to do just for a moment is just to follow your breath. Just noticing your breath as it travels in through your nostrils, down into your belly. And then noticing as the breath comes back out again from your belly, from your chest, back out the nose, and perhaps you can notice that the air is slightly warmer as it comes out of your nose. Just invite you to just pick a point of attention, just noticing where you're noticing the breath. So whether you're noticing it coming in and out of your nose, whether you're noticing it in your chest, whether you're noticing it going into your belly, it doesn't really matter where you're noticing it. But the point is just to notice. You haven't got to do anything right now. You haven't got to be anywhere else. Just be here right now. Just focus simply on your breath as it travels in and travels out. Beautiful. Now what I'd invite you to do is to just move your attention now and bring it to the top of your head. And imagining almost as if a drop of golden light or golden liquid, or any color you like, just this drop of light, of liquid has landed on the top of your head. And you're going to imagine that this liquid is now going to go down your body, slowly relaxing as you feel this wave traveling down. So first of all, feeling that drop of golden light touching the top of your head, your crown, and feeling that as this drop trickles down, it relaxes the top of your head and it relaxes your skull. You can feel it traveling through every hair on your head, just like when you get into a shower, that first moment as the water touches your head. So just feeling that golden light, golden liquid traveling down your skull and down to the back of your neck, helping you to loosen your neck and relax your neck muscles. And now just taking that awareness and that golden light down to your shoulders, helping you to relax and soften your shoulders. With each of your exhales, just letting go of any tension that you might be holding in your shoulders. Just relax those muscles and just keep breathing in and out. With each exhalation, just relaxing a little deeper, letting go. Now relaxing your arms, your biceps, your triceps, your elbows, imagining that golden light traveling down your arms now, coming down your forearms to your wrists, relaxing your wrists, relaxing the palms, your thumbs, your fingers. Relax the back of your hands, the knuckles. Your arms and your hands are now completely relaxed, completely covered in this golden light, this golden liquid. Now bringing your awareness to in between your shoulder blades. As you bring this golden light down your spine, feel each vertebra as you scan your spine from the base of your skull where your occipital lobe is, coming all the way down from your upper back to your middle back, relaxing your shoulder blades, all the way down, coming down to your tailbone and your lower back, into your hips, scanning each one of those 33 vertebrae. And as you exhale, just letting go of any aches or pains in the spine, any muscle spasms, and just breathe in, breathe out, relaxing, letting go, sinking deeper and deeper. Now taking this awareness, this golden light into your hips, really feel your sit bones. Feel into the connection that you have with the cushion, with the chair that you're sitting on. Feeling into your connection with the earth. And just with each exhale, just imagine and feel sinking deeper and deeper into the floor, feeling that connection. At the area of the root chakra, I invite you now to take some dynamic breaths. As you breathe in your mind's eye, I want you to imagine that the core of the earth, the root of the earth, breathing into your root chakra, which is situated at the base of your spine. And as you breathe out, I want you to imagine that you're sending energy and breathing out from your root chakra to the center of the earth. So breathing in, center of the earth, into your root chakra. Breathing out, sending your energy from your root chakra to the center of the earth. Just a few dynamic breaths in this way to really feel that connection that you have with the earth. Breathing in from the center of the earth to your root chakra, breathing out from your root chakra to the center of the earth. Beautiful. Now, imagining that this connection, this golden light, this relaxation is now moving down your thighs, coming to your knees, sinking deeper and deeper into this relaxation with each breath as this golden light comes now past your calves, your shins down to your ankles and all the way down to the soles of your feet. And in your mind's eye, just invite you to relax your feet, relax your big toe, and each and every one of your beautiful toes. Just feeling now in your mind's eye this sense of being totally covered and engulfed in this gorgeous golden light, this golden liquid that has come all the way from the top of your head, the crown, all the way over your beautiful body, relaxing you as you go, all the way down to your toes. Just your whole body now is completely relaxed. Surrender to this complete relaxation for a minute or so. Keep breathing in, breathing out. Just surrender. And as you surrender to the relaxation, Notice that your mind is beginning to wander, taking you away from this relaxation, and that's okay. Mind is a thinking machine. You just need to smile, be happy that you've noticed. Just be aware of it. Just gently and effortlessly bring your attention back to your breath. Your breath is your best friend, always reminding you of where the present moment is. All you have to do is just be here now. So today we're going to start to focus the mind. We're simply going to use a counting exercise. All I want you to do is I want you to count in your mind. We're going to count up to 10. And what I'd like for you to do is simply visualize the numbers in your mind's eye as we count up. Help our brains focus and concentrate. So, first of all, just take a nice deep breath in. And as you exhale, just relax all the muscles in the stomach, relax the mind. Now, as you inhale, I'd love for you to visualize the number 1. And then as you exhale, just simply let it go. Now inhale the number 2. Exhale, let it go. Inhale for the number 3. Again, visualizing it in your mind if you can, and then exhale, just let it go. Inhale for the number 4. And then exhale, let it go. Inhale, visualize the number 5. And then exhale, slowing the breath down, just let it go. Inhale the number 6. And then exhale, surrender, just let it go. When you're ready, inhaling for the number 7. And then exhale, let it go. Inhale the number 8. Exhale, surrender. Visualizing the number 9 as you inhale, almost there. Then exhale, just let it go. And last time, picture the number 10 as you inhale. When you're ready, just let it go. Just breathe normally, in and out through your nose. Every 3 to 7 seconds, the mind will start to think about something. Maybe it's the past, the future, or maybe even this meditation. Maybe feelings arise, sensations, or perhaps even stories enter your mind. Maybe distractions of to-do lists. You're going to eat after this meditation, an upset or a frustration that came from earlier today or last week. Whatever you're feeling, as best you can, just allow your emotions and your thoughts to pass through you like a wave. Because you are not these thoughts and you are not your emotions. You are the awareness that exists beyond thought, beyond emotion. You are the experiencer of the experiences. Your thoughts and your emotions do not define you. They are literally energy in motion. So it's okay to have thoughts and feelings in the mind. It's okay to wander off to the past or the future. But instead of becoming attached to what's coming up, you just simply learn to become aware of what's coming up without any judgment, without criticism. It's like how when you're watching TV, you're not the TV program, you're the viewer of the program. And it's the same with your thoughts. You are not the thoughts, you are the thinker of the thoughts. Just start to see your thoughts like they're a movie being played in your mind. And as you do this, the more often you do this, the more you cultivate the ability to break the pattern. And you start to be able to control your thoughts and your memories, beliefs, rather than the other way around. And you enter truly into the present moment where you get to choose your response, you get to carry your own weather. So in meditation, the mind slows down and your awareness moves from the noisy activity of your mind to a quieter and quieter levels of thinking. So for now, I just invite you to become aware of the nature of your mind. I'd like for you to spend just a few minutes just being the witness to your thinking patterns. So what kind of process is going on inside your head? Is your mind thinking about the past? Are you stuck in stories, or does your mind worry or fear about the future? Are your thoughts planning and organizing the next moment, like what you're going to do today or next week? This is really the best kind of meditation, just simple awareness, simply observing your mind. You're taking notes to see what kind of thinking styles you have. Are you a past thinker? Are you a future projector? Are you planning? Are you an organizer? So, without any judgment, without any criticism, this is the awakening. It's all about awareness. So just for the next few minutes, I'm going to stop talking. You're going to keep breathing. I want for you to just notice what kind of stories or plans are going through your mind without attaching to them, without following them. Just observing, just breathing, just relaxing. Just for the next couple of minutes, just simply be your own lab partner. Just observe your mind without judgment, without any criticism. Just observe. Just remember that you are not your thoughts, you are not your emotions, you are the thinker of the thoughts, the experiencer of the experiences. So instead of being used by your thoughts, you can use them to experience the infinite possibilities of greater joy, creativity, and love. Just for the next few minutes, I want you to continue to observe the nature of your wonderful, marvelous mind. And if you've noticed that your monkey mind is very busy, then just take a deeper breath. Bring your attention back, your focus back to your breath. Just continue to observe the nature of your mind for a few more minutes. The trick and the game with meditation really is about training our attention and noticing what we notice. The more we start to notice the thoughts, notice the beliefs, notice the programming, then we're no longer part of the program. We start to empower ourselves to make changes, to choose differently, to decide if this is the reality that we want to create. So the first step comes in just training our attention, training our ability to notice, to pull back the veil. We can see what's going on in our subconscious mind. This 95% is going on at the unconscious level, running on autopilot. Just start to develop your faculty of awareness by just training your attention on the nature of your mind just for a couple more minutes. Slowly starting to deepen your breath, releasing the mind now, releasing your focus. Start to bring your attention back into the body, into this moment. Start to feel any sensations in the body, become aware of your surroundings, noises in your environment, noises in my environment. Just start to become aware again of your arms, your legs, your fingers, your toes, your spine. Maybe wiggling your fingers, moving and rolling your shoulders, maybe moving your neck, doing a full body stretch. And then just reaching your arms out to the sides, up and overhead. Down through your center line to rest at your heart center in prayer position in Namaste. And just bowing in gratitude to yourself, your higher self, the one that brought you here. one that is connected to all that is, one that is part of the divine mind, that is one with all. I'm all that is, I'm all that was, and I'm all that will ever be. Aham Brahmasmi. I'm just wishing namaste to all the other beautiful meditators who joined us on this call, but also in this now moment. Just recognizing that the light in me recognizes the light and the divine light in each and every one of you. I just say thank you, thank you, thank you. So much gratitude, so much blessings. Namaste, namaste, namaste. Om Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. And we'll just chant the Om mantra just one time together, the hymn of the universe. Just taking a nice deep breath in for Om. Just allowing those vibrations to settle. Releasing your hands down to your lap. Ever so gently floating your eyes closed, floating your eyes open. To come back into this space for us to share together. Namaste. I should also say before we come back to share, if there's anything you want to write down in your journal, any downloads that came through from your higher self, then do always please spend just a few moments writing anything down. But it would be beautiful to see your faces. So when you're ready to, you can switch your cameras back on. And if anybody has any shares or reflections or experiences or questions, anything that they would like to share from that meditation, anything that was maybe a challenge as well, then I'm all ears. Obviously, this is a lovely safe space for us to grow and evolve together. So if you had a challenge, it's quite likely that either I have had it myself or that somebody else is having it. But equally, when we do these practices, you're welcome, Katie. When we do these practices, we heal each other. We heal the one mind. So, whenever we have a revelation or a breakthrough, we're helping each other. So I'd be all ears to hear anything that anybody wanted to share, maybe even just a word of how you're feeling now. So feel free to open up your mic as and when you feel, no particular order.
Feeling very relaxed, Jess.